don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play action. Now it's Carr. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Out to his left. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Jackson on first down.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Jackson now.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They go play action now. Jackson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
11 yards for number 11. We're scoreless after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw his Carr.
Short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it at a high level. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. one area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Jackson on first down. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now Carr changing the formation. A first down carry for Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
Henry is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Saints 10, Ravens nothing.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Steps away. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Play action. It's Jackson. This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. On play action, it's Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a play fake. Carr.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to have the first down and then some.
Touchdown!
Chig Okonkwo.
29 yards.
And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Carr will look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk? And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a 4th quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. This complete to Henry over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this will wind up as Saints first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Carr Carr completes it. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now 2nd and 4. They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Jackson. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your...
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.